Once upon a time, in a small town in Kansas, a puppy named Buddy sat staring out of his doghouse. Ugh, it's so boring here in the suburbs. I don't want to lay in the yard and play fetch all day. I want excitement. I want to go and explore city streets, see fun plays, and meet other puppies from new places. I'm leaving to explore new and exciting cities to live in. Buddy got up from his bed, snuck out his little doggy door, and hopped on the first plane he found and took off on his adventure. I don't know where this plane is going, but anywhere is better than here.
Now landing in Los Angeles, California. It's sunny and 78 degrees. If you need a ride from the airport, taxis and bus services will be waiting in the pickup lane.
Once Buddy stepped off the plane, he couldn't believe what he saw. There were people everywhere. Wow, there must be millions of people here. Look over there. Why are those people sitting on the street? Why are they asking for food and money? There are almost 10.2 million people living in LA, and what Buddy saw was the homeless population of about 17.6%. Like a lot of big cities, there's a lot of competition for jobs, and some people end up going without their most basic needs. As Buddy walked down the streets, he looked into shop windows and at the buildings around him. These buildings are so tall, I can barely see the tops of them. So many shops to go into and places to eat. Hey, what's going on down there in that alley? Buddy was looking down an alley and saw a woman fighting with a young man. He was trying to take her purse. But he didn't know that he was on the east side of LA where most of their crimes take place. That man just took that lady's purse. You don't see that happen back in my hometown. I guess I'm not in Kansas anymore. You know, I want to explore more cities. I want to make sure that I choose my favorite city for my new home. And with that, Buddy made his way back to the airport to get on another plane. He found the plane that was going to a city named Chicago and decided to make his way there. This city is amazing. It's big, but not as big as the last one. There are so many different types of people. I bet they all have different types of dogs, too. But they all live in different places. I look to my left and there's a big house with a nice doghouse outside and a swimming pool with a big tall white fence. But on the other side of the fence, there are homes that are a little run down. The dogs are on chains outside. If I did a social area analysis, I think that I would find a little higher paying jobs and social classes living on this nice side of the street. Buddy walked around for a bit, but his paws got tired, so he found a bus stop for the Chicago Transit Authority, and he hopped on. This bus is taking me all around. Look, we're in the area that's called the Loop, where the city hall is. And a really shiny thing called the Bean is in Millennium Park. I hope I have time to go downtown and see the skyscrapers and eat at all different kinds of restaurants. Well, the dumpster's out back, because no one will let me eat with the people. Unfortunately, Buddy's time in the Windy City had come to an end. He still had another city to visit before his owners started to wonder where he wandered off to. He got back on the airplane and off he flew to the Motor City, Detroit, Michigan. Detroit? Oh boy, I've seen the Red Wings play hockey on TV before. They're really good. I think I've seen them play the Chicago Blackhawks once before too. This city is more the size for me. Not too big, but not too small. He wandered through the city taking in his surroundings. He had to walk because the Amtrak didn't take him anywhere he really wanted to go, and he did not have any other means to get there. He liked that it was smaller than the others. LA and Chicago both have populations in the millions, while Detroit is around 700,000, but it's been declining since about 1990 when times got tough. Later in the day, Buddy found himself wandering into the Detroit metro area, which is made up of 4 counties. In this area, there are a lot of people with no homes. They don't seem to have a place to live in, or a job. I bet they don't get enough to eat either. But there are a lot less of them here than in the last 2 cities I visited. I hope I don't see any more people doing bad things. Not to worry though, Buddy should be okay avoiding crime as long as he stays away from the Upper East Side where much of the crime is concentrated. Luckily, Detroit's crime rate is on a decrease because the government stepped in and started revitalizing high crime areas. Buddy got a little tired, so he sat down on the outskirts of the city to think about where he should go next. All these cities should be called peripheral models, where the outskirts of the cities are surrounded by urban areas. But Buddy thought maybe he was made for a simpler life. All these cities had urbanized areas, but Buddy already knows what that life is like. All these cities are so nice, but I'm afraid that someone will run me over with a car or a bus, or worse, call a dog catcher on me. Maybe I can find a place that doesn't have so many people, but still has a bunch of stuff to do. Now this is the life for me.